What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to episode 412 of D&E Takeover. I'm your host,
yes,
David,
sir.
and my co-host, Eric, and we are back better than ever on this lovely, I don't know if it's really that lovely, this freaking cold Monday night, dude. After that snowstorm.
Oh my gosh, man. Got hit. It looked a little crazy in the beginning, but honestly, at the end of it all, I'm kind of just like, a little dangerous, but not as crazy as the news made it seem. In my opinion,
they always freak everyone out, and then go to the store. They make the store look like it's an apocalypse when they show up, and then all of a sudden be like, "Brother, you don't have food that survives you for like 2 days. Not even that. Like, you're not going out. You're gonna be fine tomorrow. Tomorrow, everyone's gonna be fine."
Dude, I went to the store Saturday morning, I think it was, when it first opened. Yo, the chicken aisle, like all the chicken, gone. I took a video of it actually. I'll send it to you. Don't.
People freak out over that stuff, and I don't understand why.
Bro, all the literally no meat, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, they raided the place.
We're making sure we get everything because we don't know how long we're gonna be out. It's like guys, the only thing I got the night before or 2 nights before was gas. God forbid.
That's gas probably the biggest thing.
That's it. And I went to a gas station near me on like a Friday or it was Saturday. It was Saturday, and everything, there was no more gas in this one gas station.
Really?
I was pumping. I put my credit card in to pay. They said, okay, you can start doing it. I started going, nothing. I'm like, I did it for like a couple minutes. And I'm like, oh, nah, this is not good.
Now you have your credit card information.
No. Decline. You got to decline that stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's the only thing. But other than that, yeah, people get overly crazy about this type of stuff. But Jay's in the building. Shout out to Jay. Appreciate popping up.
Hey.
He said, yeah, all the water in the store gone. All the rotisserie chicken gone. It's like it's snow, people, not nuclear war. Yeah, exactly. They're like preparing for the similar thing like it would be for like a hurricane.
Yo, I just saw Jay's post. I knew he had posted something. I just looked at it now. Shout out to Jay, bro. But you are right. Yeah. They're preparing it for they treated it like it was like Sandy or something. It was crazy.
Yeah. But shout out to you are a ghost. Appreciate you popping out, my guy. He's at 6'7".
Oh my god. Shout out to you, man. Hope you subscribed.
PVM 10's in the building. So guess who's back? PVM
10. You don't
gotta worry. You don't gotta be apologized. You don't gotta apologize, bro. You're here, and that's all we want to talk about today because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Well, necessarily a lot of drama going on in the NFL world, and specifically, we had how we had some snow on Sunday while we were watching the game in Denver. Hey. Denver all of a sudden just had snow. I don't think they knew it. I don't think it was in the forecast. It just came upon. It was like the football guys are trying to give the Broncos a win to get.
They were trying so hard.
Yeah. It was one of those games where it was like once it got to the third quarter, you're like, it doesn't matter if you're the better team. It's like whatever's gonna happen happens. Like you can still lose if you're the better team in this.
It got to a point where a 30-yard field goal was not automatic 3 points.
No,
it got to a point where if it was like 4th and 8 on like the 20-yard line, you had a better chance of going for it than actually kicking the field goal. That's how bad it was at a certain point. My goodness.
Yeah, we saw Ramondre Stevenson slipping, and he didn't even get the ball. He just slipped running to go for the ball.
So funny.
It was like, dang, it was bad. Like when all you can do is run the football, and there's 4 and outs. It's like it kind of makes you look back at when the Broncos had the opportunity in the red zone to get that 3 points, and they went for it on 4th when they were up 7-0 in the first quarter, I believe.
Dude, it's just what that play alone. I was cracking up when I saw that play. When they went to go hand it off, and Ramondre just fell. Drake May turns around and he looks, and he just drops to the ground. It just described the entire game as a whole, bro. That whole game was a shite show.
I think it was so
Whole
crazy
show.
how fast it went because it was just like the beginning of the third, it starts flurrying, and all of a sudden, bam! Fourth quarter, it's like 3 inches
Came
on the
to the
ground.
fields.
We're like,
Yeah.
what the heck? It was crazy, but I mean, the game's over and the game happened, and now we have 2 matchups actually going into the Super Bowl. And as you can see in our title of today's episode, the Super Bowl matchup is set, ladies and gentlemen. And
Yes,
we'll get into our predictions about it. Not too much because we still have Wednesday's show and we have a week because we got the Pro Bowl, which honestly we can talk about that. Actually, I want to bring that up real quick because I saw something that was like very, very weird.
So, bro, every year these selections, bro.
Yeah, you saw it too. I'm pretty sure because judging by what you're saying,
Yeah.
we really got Shador Sanders in the Pro Bowl. like no disrespect, but I'm about to be disrespectful. Like the brother, he played what 6-7 games, no pun intended. Like he like realistically, he started like what 7 games, 6 games.
Bro, funny enough, me and my friend right before we got on the podcast, shout out to Ryan. We was talking about Shador Sanders being in the Pro Bowl. And if you look at his stats, right? You sit there and you're like, well, Mahomes is injured, Bo Nix is injured, Joe Burrow was injured at some point, Lamar Jackson was injured at some point, even though they all had better stats than him. But like at some point they was injured, so maybe we could push all those aside, right? That's 5 quarterbacks. And still with the 5, even Daniel Jones was injured. I'll throw him in there as well. So many injuries. Even then, brother, there's a guy sitting right there that's like, how is he not even selected, bro? Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. So Shador Sanders got selected over the Pro Bowl over Trevor Lawrence. Is he hurt? Am I missing something?
I want to pull up the Pro Bowl roster because I gotta see who made it and who didn't. Because if we're really putting Shador Sanders in, what are we like? This means nothing. Like this Pro Bowl selection, if you get selected to the Pro Bowl, doesn't mean nothing.
I would have argued Cam Ward over Shador Sanders. If anything,
you could.
You really
could.
At least he played the full season. Like you were competing with Dylan Gabriel. How is Shador Sanders a Pro Bowl? Nah, this is crazy. This is so crazy.
Yeah, this is basically just saying that we really don't care, and this is it's just a fun. I mean, when you start playing freaking flag football as one of your games, it's kind of like, yeah, we really don't care. I'm just having a fun time.
It's more like it screams we need views and we need you guys to watch this.
Yeah, but no one watches it.
Yeah, and but maybe
no one's gonna watch it.
You throw Shador in there, maybe the kids will want to watch it. Oh, Shador, perfect time, and you know what I'm saying, whatever they be doing, I don't know.
Oh, so they got rid of Drake May because of the fact that he's in
the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl makes sense. But they got Josh Allen and Justin Herbert as 2 quarterbacks, and now Shador Sanders as the 3rd quarterback. Is crazy. You could argue Tua can be in there, and he's thrown the most interceptions since the last 4 years. Like, let's be real.
Why is it? Where can you send me the link that you're looking at right now so I can see it too?
Yeah, this is a little older, so they don't have Shador updated. They still have the older roster. This is on NFL.com. I'm gonna send it to you real quick.
I don't understand why it's not on ESPN.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to look it up. But which doesn't make any sense because if we look at all the quarterbacks in the AFC, Drake May obviously made it, but he's not playing because he's in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen made it. Tua had a better season than Shador. Justin Fields, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers had a better year than Shador. Like,
bro, Trevor Lawrence not in this over Shador. That is insane, man.
Yeah.
What an insane thing. This man, I can't. I don't know, man.
What better stats, Geno Smith or freaking Shador Sanders? Like, let's be real right now. What are we getting ourselves into?
You can't make this up.
Shador played 8 games. Oh God.
Yo, Zay Flowers made the what?
Imagine being a Pro Bowler and only playing 8 games.
Hold the freaking phone. Wait a minute. I gotta double check this. Maybe. Yo, is Zay Flowers a Pro Bowler receiver?
Yeah.
Like for real?
Yeah, he is.
There's no one else that should have been on board. Let me see.
You could have. Oh my gosh! I mean, he's in the NFC, but you could have put Mac Jones in the.
Yo, that's it.
In the Pro Bowl at this point, a different conference. You could have put Joe Flacco in there.
You could have. You really, honestly, like I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying right now.
Geno Smith has better yards, more touchdowns. Obviously, a lot more interceptions, but he played more games. You can put CJ Stroud. We're forgetting about CJ. We
Yeah,
forgot
well,
about
I
it because
mean,
of the playoffs.
dude, there's several people that you honestly, in my opinion, half the quarterbacks should be above Shedeur Sanders just because of the fact, or most of them should be above him just because of the fact that he literally played like half the season and he had to struggle. He was fighting for a spot against Dylan Gabriel. There's no way in those 6 games that he played or whatever how many games he played that he earned a spot over Trevor Lawrence, the guy that won his division.
I feel like this is like the first year. I mean, we've been seeing the Pro Bowl and Pro Bowl games not really matter anymore. When they started making it like a weekend full of like fun, like boys hanging out games, that we're like, okay, like we already know where you're trying to go into. But like realistically, we can like we saw the same thing with like in terms of like other sports, but like an NBA with like NBA Cup. How do we dictate if you're an NBA Cup now? Like we don't know how to dictate that in terms of people in the past who had never got that opportunity to play in one. It's like a similar situation, but I feel like they lost like accreditation of the Pro Bowl. So if you become a 6-time Pro Bowler, it don't mean nothing no more.
You know, I'll put it to you like this. Wait, why do they have 4 quarterbacks for they have 4 quarterbacks for the NFC but 3 for the AFC?
They don't know what they're doing. They really don't.
What? And Sam Darnold's still there, so he's gotta get replaced.
Who's he gonna get replaced by? Freaking who's in the NFC?
Caleb, I was
the rattlesnake Rattler. He played 8
no,
games.
Hell too. No.
Got more yards than Shedeur.
Maybe Caleb. I'm thinking Caleb.
I would hope.
You got more yards than Shedeur. Get that.
More yards than Shedeur.
I would say this much. I still like the idea of having a Pro Bowl just because it's a good, nice event to showcase your best players. But when you're picking players off of fandom, like usually the Pro Bowl is not horrible. Sometimes, yeah, there's always snubs, but there's snubs in every single sport, 9 times out of 10. But this is like the first one that sticks out like a sore thumb, like a nasty sore thumb, bro. He's a rookie.
I know.
Like why are we doing this? What are we doing this for?
It don't make any sense. It don't. And honestly, I know for the future now that I will never be looking at Pro Bowls and dictating who's a better player in the future.
No, but Shedeur is better than Trevor Lawrence apparently.
As of right now, this season, I guess, right? No, Shedeur is better than Lamar Jackson this season too.
Okay, apparently. We need to relax now.
Looking at the Pro Bowl, right?
You gotta relax.
I'm sorry. That's what NFL chose the best of the best, right, Eric? You gotta respect it.
Who paid for that, bro? Nah, there's no.
You know what? It was definitely Deion Sanders. He's definitely like, you better put my son in the Pro Bowl.
That's what it has to be. It literally has to be.
Who knows? But real quick, Philip's in the building. Shout out to Philip. Appreciate popping out, my guy. He said, "Slinging Sammy D." Hey, yo.
What?
That did not sound good. Over, greater than Drake. I hate him. May. Ooh, we got some Drake May haters in the chat right now. Shout out to Philip. Appreciate popping out.
Come on now.
Yeah, you know, we'll get into our predictions and get into the actual game that we had, and we'll get into who we think's going to win the Super Bowl, because we have not only do we have Wednesday's episode we get to talk about the Super Bowl, but we have Monday and Wednesday of next week as well before the big game.
Yeah, we have a lot of time.
Really go into it. And honestly, you said it best before we started the show. This is a good time to get back into NBA because I have been so out of it right now with NBA. Yeah, you know, it's been
it's like the perfect transition moment to like get over, because once football ends, we all got like everyone's always like, oh, when's the next game? And everyone's like, oh, upset. This is the week where you start to watch the NBA again, because the Pro Bowl is gonna be boring, and get into it, see what's going on, and then after that, you come back to football, one last big hoorah, and then you'll be ready.
Yeah. No, I'm pissed off. Why do they still even do the Pro Bowl? It's a waste of money.
If
they want to do one, do like us when we set up our flag football. We set up a bunch of cones in a field and we start just playing at that point.
The reason they still do the Pro Bowl, I do think it's to a level of importance to highlight the best players in your league, just so even though people might not watch it, just to show it as far as like sports fans, it just show there is a standard that you want to get to. You know what I mean? Like there always is a standard that you want to achieve. But when you get selection,
like Shedeur is the standard, right?
Like kids should be like, I want to be a Pro Bowler one day. You know what I mean? Like I want to
be a Shedeur. That's it.
You just gotta get your Instagram followers up, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's
you know?
it. Popularity contest. We see that in the All-Star game all the time. Why do you think
Mm.
Bronny James gets votes? It's not because he's good.
Bro. Oh man.
But we got a lot of comments. We appreciate y'all for giving us some comments. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, like, and comment down below. Here we go.
Wait, you clicked the boo.
Did I?
Yeah, but they just started booing.
My bad. I didn't mean that. My finger probably slipped.
He said if you want to join the family, and said boo.
Gotta keep everyone on their toes. Make sure they're listening. PBM 10 said the NFL gods wanted the Rams to win with all those flags, but the Seahawks still won. You really think they wanted the Rams to win? I thought some of the flags went against the Rams. I know one pass interference they didn't call, but that was basically one all they saw.
If we're talking about the NFL gods, no, they didn't, because they wouldn't have let Smith drop that ball and then punt return, bro. That was game. My heart sank when I saw it happen. Literally,
yeah.
My heart sank. I was like, bro. And when you look back at it, it's one of those things. Same thing with the Broncos and the Patriots. That one chance they had to take the 3 and they didn't, and then it ended up losing 10-7. I mean, there it is right there. But like the same thing with the Rams. If you don't give them that possession, it's a 4-point game. You don't know what happens with that. You could come back down and score and take the lead. So,
and with that turnover, it gave the Seahawks 7 points and it puts them back into gives them an 11-point lead, which is definitely monumental when you're trying to come back from a game.
Yeah.
Hold up. And Netta, shout out to you. I thought it was funny. What's up? Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, please. Hope you're having a great day.
There we go. Now you gotta sub. We shout you. Now you gotta sub. To the family.
You have to. Next one we'll get into the game. Obviously, we got predictions to get into, and I have a controversial thing that I want to get into, which I sent to Eric today.
Oh, okay.
I was surprised that no one was really talking about it during the game, but it just kind of throws me for a loop on what the actual rules of a catch is nowadays, because we've seen this whole playoffs, similar things happen, but with different outcomes. So I want to make sure we understand what happened in that game. Jay said they were kicking knuckleballs in the Instagram post. Is that what
okay.
I love how he got the outfit. That's like the exact outfit that I would wear. Like I got the trainers, the Adidas trainers with the zip up jacket. It was look like a nice European fit right there.
These things keep putting me in a hat. I don't wear no hats. I don't know what the heck that is about, bro. No, but that's like prime David, bro.
Yeah, Loki. If you look at my wardrobe, I got like probably 6 pants of just Adidas trainers.
Also, why are you so much taller than me? What the heck is that about? Yo,
what are you talking about?
Yo, you look a giant compared to me.
I thought I'm just jumping. No,
you're running.
Oh, I'm running.
Yo, what the heck? Yo, this is a cheese. This is so cheesy.
Listen, let me get my moment of fame. I don't get that often.
Hey man, you got it.
No. It's called angles. That's all it is.
The angle.
You're crouched down. So like,
no, I'm not. My legs are spread. Pause.
Yo.
Pause. Nah, we gotta move on. Yeah.
Crazy.
That was a major pause.
Yeah, that was bad. We got to give you something for that. There you go. PBM 10 said all I have to say is JSN. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him. He had a fantastic. That was a game. I wanted so much to say, and I feel like I'm gonna lose track of it. I'm gonna keep that in my brain when we keep on talking about it. I'm gonna rush through these comments. PBM 10 said Pats versus Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks. I agree with you on that. We'll get into it. Sammy D Super Bowl MVP. I'm calling it. Listen, if you're the quarterback, you have the best chance of winning one if you have a great game. Philip said, Shador Sanders as a Pro Bowler makes me violently ill. That was worse than Spencer the Rattlesnake Rattler. Yeah, for real. I don't understand.
Me and Philip are in the same boat, bro. Why is a Browns player even... the only Browns player I'm thinking of, Myles Garrett, bro. Everyone else, stop it, bro. What are we talking about? Yeah,
I know. It's just for me, it loses credibility because I don't know what the hell.
He's violently ill.
6'7", David. Yeah, there's no pun intended. Marcus in the building. Shout out to Marcus. Appreciate it, popping. I said,
"Oh, Marcus."
They finally let the brother play. You talking about Shador? That's crazy.
Oh my God, Marcus.
Shador Sanders in the Pro Bowl in the Big 26. Yeah. He said that's the NFL just throwing poop on the wall and seeing what sticks. I don't know how you're gonna like your whole point in the Pro Bowl is to get people to watch, no, not people to just turn off. Like people are already turning off. People are already not watching. I can tell you this for sure. I'm not watching this week or this weekend. Screw that.
I might turn it on. I think last year I turned it on. I was like, let me watch what's going on over here. And then I saw him doing a little like passing game. I was like, oh wow, this is really just mini games.
It's literally mini games. And like honestly, like, nah, I'm good. I appreciate it.
It's hard to do a Pro Bowl for football because if you want the players to go all out, someone's gonna get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like at that point, imagine getting injured during a Pro Bowl game. Like, there's no incentive. There needs to be these organizations fail to just bring an incentive strong enough for players to actually care.
Yeah, because it's hard because how injury prone their game is. So if you don't want to, you're having fun, you don't want to get hurt, and then granted, you play a Pro Bowl game and you miss the rest of the season because of you did something dumb in that game. Like it's just dumb. It's just a dumb decision.
They have to bring back the pride in representing a conference, if that makes sense. Like they have, like, I don't think players care about what conference they play in. They care about what team they play on. You know what I mean? Like it's not about the NFC versus the AFC. It's more or less like, oh, I'm part of the NFC, but like I'm from the Eagles. You know what I mean? Like there needs to be a level of pride that is instilled within the players. Like, no, it's an honor to play for this side of football.
Yeah. And that's been lost with a lot of sports. I feel like the last sport to really have that was baseball, when they had, the winner gets home World Series home field advantage. Like that gives you an incentive that if your team's good enough to be there, that means you have 4 games at home and you have the advantage. So like that gave you something to do. And also you can do it in baseball because it's very unlikely that you're going to get injured in that sport unless a pitch gets thrown at your head or something freakishly like that happens. But like even with soccer, like you have a chance of getting injured, but realistically, like it all depends on you control how you get to play. Like really in like football, some of these hits, brother, like those are hard hitting stuff.
Yeah, you can't
out. Marcus said it's on Disney XD. Who watches that? Is the Pro Bowl? The Pro Bowl.
Way. Disney XD? No way, bro. That's a new low.
That's insane. Philip said, he said, Shador is gonna throw a house party for it too because he's legendary. Honestly, he's gonna go on live stream right now and probably tell him how great of a quarterback he is. Padon's in the building. Shout out to Padon. Appreciate it popping out.
What's good, Padon?
What a good day to be alive on a Monday night watching the D&E podcast. Appreciate you for popping out. And what a great day to be alive is have all you guys listening to us right now. We appreciate it. PBM 10 said Zay Flowers in the Pro Bowl is just luck. Hey, yo, PBM. Hater. He said, is Lamar in the Pro Bowl? No, he is not. They get pick Shador Sanders over Lamar Jackson.
All right, let's relax. Let's not. Shador is not better than literally any other quarterback that could have been in that position.
Shador has been so bad that he just barely beats Justin Fields in passing yards.
Oh man, bro.
Yeah, let that sink in for a second.
Oh man,
yeah,
that's something, bro. I can't get past the fact that he was competing for a starting position. How did he end up becoming a Pro Bowler? This man could be better than Dylan Gabriel. What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Aaron Rodgers in the building. Appreciate you popping on, Aaron. He said, I'm on a retreat that week, and everyone knows Aaron don't play flag football. Yeah, I understand. Listen, it is what it is. He said, Russell Wilson will take that spot. NFC, let's go. Let's ride. Yeah.
Let's keep Russell Wilson wherever he is, bro.
I mean, at this point, all you need to do is play 3 games, and you can apparently make the Pro Bowl. So he's in contention. Shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you for popping out.
Oh, it's good.
It's a W. Thank you.
W in the chat.
Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, y'all. If you're new, we're trying to grow our podcast. Hit that like button and subscribe. We appreciate y'all. And join the family. Anetta, we already shouted you out, but you didn't hit that subscribe button. It's all right. I'm not gonna be mad.
Oh, Anetta.
It's all right.
Anetta, man. No, I'm not giving her no. Take the shout back. No,
rewind. Jay said my JSN 150. And a buddy from last episode that Eric wanted to call cheating was on point. Hold up, who said that? Yeah, that's true. Remember we had the prediction and you said JSN's gonna go off now?
Wait, me?
Yeah, because I gave my prediction. It was before I gave my prediction. The guy, someone said, I forgot who it was. Guys, chat, tell us who it actually was because I'm interested. And he's like, "Oh, JSN's gonna go over for 100+ yards," and you're like, "Don't give him any ideas." And I said JSN over that. And then
yes, I remember.
I forgot who it was.
Gave you a prediction because you didn't know what to pick.
Yeah, who was it? Oh, it was Jay.
No, it was Jay, but Jay said it in the chat.
Yeah,
no,
Jay.
That's cheating.
No, it's not. He doesn't
predict.
He's not time traveler.
That's tampering. That's tampering, bro. That's tampering. Yo,
oh my
you
God.
cannot do something like this in such a heated rivalry prediction game, bro. You can't.
Eric, it's his pick. It's his pick. I just liked it.
Nah, but you wouldn't have thought about it if you didn't say it.
I was going JSN anyway. He's the best.
But you weren't going to go 100+ yards. You didn't know. You would never know.
Get the hell out of here, bro.
You were like, light bulb. Let me take that one instead. That's cheating. Tampering, bro.
Whatever. Philip said Pro Bowl turned into the equivalent of Wii Sports Resort. Yeah, that was a fire game. I'm not gonna lie. That was
Wii Sports Resort was lit.
Yeah.
What was your favorite game on that? Actually, let me stop. Let me not get
Wii Sports Resort or just Wii Sports in general?
Wii Sports Resort. Everyone comment down below. What was your favorite game on Wii Sports Resort right now? Not Wii Sports. Wii Sports Resort. There's a difference.
Wii Sports Resort was fun, but I played more Wii Sports than I did a Resort.
All right, so you give me. All right, everyone comment their favorite Wii Sports game then in general. Resort, whatever it is.
Wii Sports was a bomb. Also, Deca Sports. I don't know if you ever played that. That was.
I didn't play that.
What
was your favorite one?
What?
Your favorite sport, bruh?
Oh, my bad.
I literally just asked everybody.
You answered the chat. I'm sorry.
No, I wanted to ask you too. Like,
I mean, on Wii Sports, I really like obviously baseball. No, tennis was top too. Those two.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you?
On Wii Sports, no, it would probably be tennis was fun, but baseball was a little bit. I think baseball was more lit. And then for Wii Resorts, it was the lightsaber one. Basketball was fun too, but the lightsaber one was so fun. That one was so much fun.
Yeah, I played. You know, it was also fire on the Wii. And bringing up old memories. I would have still had my Wii. My Wii was working until it said that
timed out.
Yeah, like the color just faded and it just turned into like nothing. I couldn't see anything, and I'm like, what the heck? But the best games were on those, and this is probably gonna be controversial, but I don't care. Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Games. That was a top Wii game.
I played it on the DS.
Did you?
Yes, that game on the DS was. I used to have my stylus like going like this against the thing to run. Oh my gosh, man! What a time to be alive! Oh my god, that was years ago.
Yo, time was so much simpler. I used to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, be so energized to go play with the Wii, get a quick little 2-hour workout in with all that running I used to do. Dang, and now freaking wake up at 10, stay in my bed until 11.
you're like, oh my back, oh my shoulders. Like
any free day you get, you sleep in. That's nowadays.
Oh my god.
Unless you got to go golfing, Eric, we got to take you golfing because we got to wake up at 7, go golf. I've
never been on the range before. I'd embarrass myself.
It's all right. I embarrassed myself too when I first started. What are we up to? PVM10 said I would rather watch the first ever human move than watch the Pro Bowl next week. Damn. Not wrong though. Philip said actually that might be insulting to Wii Sports Resort. He's talking about the
wow. That's sick. That's so sickening.
Marcus says, "Here's what I would do: real tackle football. The winning players are allowed 8 weeks with performance-enhancing drugs."
Oh my god!
That's the incentive needed.
What?
They do it already. Like they do it already.
Why is Marcus so... No, bro.
That's crazy. I mean, that is an incentive. I mean, people are already doing it though. Like I remember hearing one guy in an interview saying that you would take shrooms at halftime. Like that's definitely not in the drug. It's not in the drug test. Yeah.
Shrooms?
Yeah, they're some of these linemen, these D tackles, they're crazy.
Imagine
they're
just
crazy.
Like up some steroids right at halftime. They wouldn't be able. How they gonna be able to tell? You go at halftime, no one's checking. You go use the steroids, simple, and then you come out, and then you're finished. Game over.
I mean, Yeah, what are they gonna test you after the game? Unless you have a great performance, they might be like, "Excuse me, sir, we need some we need some urine."
Oh
Damn.
my goodness.
PVM 10 said JSN doesn't need a hand, just give him one hand. Yeah, he doesn't need two, he just needs one.
He's insane.
Yeah, that was an insane catch. Marcus said he said 150 in a tutty. Yeah, and he got that, which is crazy to think. Jay said, and Eric had the same reaction. It's all right.
Terrible. Terrible.
All right. It's all right.
Terrible.
It's not a big deal.
No.
It's really not a big deal.
No, it is a massive deal.
No, it's not. He didn't predict the game.
It's massive. I
We'll
need
find out.
to win this for myself.
We'll find out in the prediction
I have
game,
an
bro.
excuse to buy myself a championship belt and hold it. I need it. Oh my god!
Is that what's up for grab as a championship belt? Is that really what's up for grab?
It's what I just want to buy one. Just to, I'm not. I don't want to buy one and give it to somebody else. I want.
There,
if
right
I want to
here.
buy a championship belt, nah, because that's only if you win. That's only if you win. You have to,
Yes.
but then I'm not buying it. Like you gotta buy it. And then
We'll treat the belt like a divorce kid. Weekends we'll trade it back.
just pass it around,
Yeah, pass it around. Weekends we'll see you,
bro. Bro, you just whoever wins holds it, bro. Simple.
That's true. I mean, I always wanted to put on a belt after this WWE. Those
You
are
see what I'm
fire.
saying? Like
Those are
oh my
fire.
gosh.
I will give you that. Mario says Wii Sports Resort is too good. The Pro Bowl turned into Madden. Nah, Madden's even more fun than the Pro Bowl. Said Jay said I legit taped the remote to my baseball bat and played baseball. Yeah, people do that. Yeah, it's great.
That's
I'm
insane.
afraid to
Didn't
hit
they used to
something.
have a bat or no? Am I tripping?
No, I don't think so.
They had
Not the ones that
something.
I used to have.
They had like a car. I know they had a wheel at one
You
point.
know what was fire? Bowling. I forgot. Bowling was a top game too.
Yeah, bowling's like a classic in my opinion.
That's a game where you can get 4 people and we just
It gets-
have a good time.
It gets competitive though. It gets crazy.
Yeah. One time, my cousin he threw the remote and hit right above the TV and hit Kyle. I think did it. Kyle it went right above the TV, left his hands, and then we're like, "You gotta put the strap on. You gotta put the strap on." It was crazy. Had to be a sword game or a basketball. Dare do I say dog fighting? Yo, Michael Vick, calm down over there.
Oh my goodness.
He said, like with planes, not with dogs. Okay, there we go. Good job, Phil.
He saved it. He saved it.
He said we sports baseball was so tough. Everyone, I'm glad that we still remember these games.
Yeah.
Marcus says golf. I knew I would have to learn to play the game if I was going to be a lawyer. And to answer your follow-up, that you have in mind, no, it did not help me beat the old white guys. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot tougher. They've been training their whole life.
Wii Sports Golf was mad fun too. All those games was lit.
Yeah, they had a good run, and all of a sudden it just dropped, and all of a sudden everyone's like, "Ooh, we can play with buttons and console and hold it like this." Right? It's crazy.
Console games was crazy.
And then we came too late for that when they started making the Wii U, whatever the hell it was, with that big freaking screen. It was like an iPad screen with it was crazy.
Now we got the Switch though. Like they're like that's
Switch is good. Switch is fire.
Switch is good. Yeah.
But Switch can only be a couple of games that you can play. It's either like party games or Mario Kart. I feel like, in my opinion.
Yeah, but like those games hold their own weight. Like they hold their weight, bro. Like Mario Party is fun.
Yeah,
you know
that is fun. It is fun. Ophelia Hines in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. Hello. Thank you for popping out. People says, I like when the NFL posts videos that tracks the speed of players during a catch and run. Yeah, what was his number then?
I don't know.
What
I
did
didn't see it.
Aaron said, like Shaggy, it wasn't me taking the shrooms. It wasn't you, Aaron. I won't say who it was, but I know who it was, but it wasn't you. Marcus says, if you buy one, and if I ever catch you at a wrestling event, I'm hanging the person next to you. He said, my money in the bank, and I'm cashing it in. Yeah.
No! Yo, imagine.
Just start doing your own event.
Imagine, ready? Oh my gosh. No, I'm afraid
a D&E Takeover, Money in the Bank.
Wait. No, but listen. I'm afraid to say this because, like, yo, don't steal my idea, guys. Please don't steal. Like, let me just off the dome, right?
Go ahead.
So you cash in.
Yeah.
I don't know how you cash in as far as that goes, but you cash in, yeah. And instead of an actual wrestling match, it's just a trivia of sports.
Okay.
And that's our cash in, bro. And if you don't win, you have to give the belt away. Oh, nah.
That's good. I was thinking more of a
Dude.
Mr. Beast type of video where it would actually be a wrestling match and Money in the
Oh,
Bank, and like you get like 10 subscribers, and like they all battle it out for the Money in the Bank.
oh my
That's
God.
Mr. Beast video.
That's literally, but how do you make that safe? It's not safe.
You don't. That's the problem. They gotta sign something because we're not responsible.
Yeah, they all start punching each other in the face. It gets wicked. Oh my God.
What do you call it? PB10 said I showed my pet dog NFL logos and she chewed up the Cowboys logo. Granted,
Nice.
that's expected. So Michael Vick and said, Nidus dogfighting is a top tier World War II game. Yo, what the heck?
What does that even mean?
I don't even want to capitalize on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment we've been waiting for, we appreciate the comments as always, and keep on hitting those comments down below. But we got to get into the meat and potatoes of today's episode, the headline of today's show, where we're not getting into the actual Super Bowl matchup just yet, but we got to get into the games that led up to this perfect Super Bowl matchup. Oh, he said the Wii. Oh, top tier. He said Wii game. See, Marcus.
Oh, that's not even, I think he's joking.
That was like Roman numerals. We changed that into a whole different topic.
That's so crazy. Oh my gosh.
But let's get into it because we also have Eric's prediction to get into and mine. And
I'm
honestly,
nervous.
I didn't do it yet.
Nervous.
I told Eric. He told me not to do it, so I haven't even looked at them yet.
I'm so nervous. I need
am
this
nervous
so bad
because of the fact that he picked the Pats and Broncos game, and I know he picked the Pats to win, and they won. So it's already a point for him, but we'll see.
Oh God, but I'm so nervous. I forgot what people I picked. I forgot.
Eric, you ready?
No, man, because I need this. Guys, you don't understand. I need this lead because David gets first pick on the Super Bowl on Wednesday. Yeah. Or no, technically we would wait till next week.
Yeah, and Nate until next week. Eric, what is your prediction on how many points you're gonna get? Like, what do you think you got in this week?
If I remember what I said, hold on.
Everyone, we're tied 53-53 right now, so this is very crucial in our game.
I think that I said Jared Stidham for 1 turnover or 1 interception. Either way, I got this. I got the Jared one. I know. I think I'm pretty sure I got the Jared. I keep saying Jared. It's Jared. Drake May. Dude, I think I said he got a touchdown.
All right, we'll find out. And he did get a touchdown.
Huh?
He did get a touchdown.
Yeah, but I don't think he had the yards I gave him.
We'll find out.
I gave him like 150.
You ready?
86 plus what's the math on this? It's not enough.
Wait,
it's
what?
Not enough. It's 8 plus 6 is what? 14, 140. Yeah, he would miss it by like 5 yards or something like that. Oh God.
No, Eric.
86
plus 65 equals 151.
Oh, I forgot to add the 1 at the end. All right, I'm ready. I'm hoping 3. If I get 3, I'm happy.
3 is solid. 3 is a great week. 3, if you get 3, you're safe.
Oh my! I don't think I got the score. I definitely don't think I got the score.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this, the moment we've been waiting for, we got some comments. He said, my pet dog chewed up the Cowboys, Eagles, Commanders, and Patriots logo. It's great. I trained her well. Listen, I'm glad. Those are all teams that we do not like over here, or at least I don't. Jay said, more points than the Nets got at the game you went to. Yeah. Almost. 66 was exactly what they got. Yeah.
I'm not even going to talk about that game.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk to you guys about the game.
No, please.
Dang.
Please. Secondhand embarrassment is happening again. Oh God.
PVM10. Have a great night. Enjoy.
Have a good one, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Even popping out.
Marcus said, yeah, big congratulations to David on seeing Knicks history with the largest margin of victory. Yeah, they won by 54 points, which is the largest margin of victory they've had, and like one of the largest ones in NBA history. But real quick, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on that. Then we'll go into this, I promise. But so if anyone doesn't know me, I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan and I'm a New York Knicks fan. So like, I support these teams. So just be able to go to this game was cool because I get to watch both these teams go. I was hoping for a competitive match, but if anyone has seen history in the last couple of years, the Knicks have been winning every single game since Nick Claxton said that he never lost to the Knicks, which is pretty ironic. They're 0-13 since that quote. But overall, so I was expecting probably the Knicks to win, but a close game, right? They lost a couple games recently. The Knicks, it was kind of scary what they were doing. But go into the game. First quarter was like, all right, it was competitive, right? And then second quarter, they're up by 20 at halftime or something like that. I'm like, all right, like, bro, it got to a point where we did the recap. The Knicks scored more at the second quarter. If the Knicks stopped playing in the second quarter, missed all their shots, I think they still would have won because Brooklyn only had 66 points total. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. Great win for the Knicks. It was weird because I was in the situation where obviously when you're in MSG, you're surrounded by a lot of Knicks fans, right? And there was one point where I think Nick Claxton like made a nice move and dunked it or layup, nice steal and block, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I started clapping. When I tell you it was silent, it was silent. Didn't hear one clap for Nick Claxton. I was the only one clapping for Nick Claxton. And I looked around, I'm like, oh damn. Jalen Brunson hits a 3, and I'm like, yeah, everyone's freaking loud. And I'm like, geez, Brooklyn, the heck.
Yeah. I have no comments, no words. I'm embarrassed. I don't even want to. Oh man, put all the jerseys away, put everything away. I don't even want to know what a Brooklyn net is right now. That was horrible. That was horrible.
That was really embarrassing. But on the bright side, been hearing on the Giannis stuff. We'll get into that. Giannis trades. They're saying I saw a report. Shout out to Matt. He said something about it today. So.
Cat.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Not Milwaukee. Not you guys trying to send me to Milwaukee. That's what's going on right now.
Why is it so cold? Ouch!
Oh my God! Not the green. No, I can't.
Damn, that's funny. Oh my God! I said, yeah, big friend of the show, Cam Thomas, with the big 5 points. Oh my God, dude will be in Europe soon.
People don't understand. Like, it's not that Cam Thomas is bad at basketball. It's just that he's just small. That is literally it. His height screws him so bad. If he's not dropping 40, it's like it just offsets because he has to drop 40 in order to be relevant on the team because he can't play defense.
Imagine being too small at 6'2". That sucks.
Crazy.
Anyway, moment we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Let's address it. The NFL predictions, the elephant in the room. Right now, if anyone doesn't know, it's pretty competitive between me and Eric. We have one more week, disregarding this week right now. We got 2 weeks counting this one, but Super Bowl is going to decide this one because we are tied. Me and Eric have 53 points apiece. Going into this past weekend games where Eric had the first pick. So he picked the Patriots and the Broncos. It was crazy. Mark says, so was Muggsy. But that dude was Space Jam legend.
That was at a different time, though. A different time. The basketball was played differently.
And plus, he can dunk. I never seen Cam Thomas dunk.
Cam probably could dunk. It's different now because like the skill levels changed so much, and like the way like big men also couldn't shoot threes when Muggsy was playing.
I also think it's crazy that Muggsy did freaking play because 5'5" ain't ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But like I could actually guard him and I can be tall. I'm taller than Muggsy, which is crazy.
But Muggsy probably blow by you in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, of course.
Like, Muggsy was that, yo. You had to have something to you.
You know what? I want to get Muggsy Bogues. I want to get Muggsy on this podcast because I would love to talk to him because he was one of those guys that I loved. Like I loved like watching, like not when I was growing up because obviously I didn't watch him, but like highlights of him because my dad really loved him because we're small. So like we saw, that's like, oh, Muggsy Bogues, and I'm like, yeah, like I like this guy. Like this is my type of guy in the NBA. Small, quick dude.
The short kings, bro. Short king.
That's why I want to dunk. I can touch rim. I'm like half Muggsy. But anyway, Patriots versus the Broncos, and this game was held in Denver, Mile High Stadium. So altitude is definitely gonna be a factor with this. Patriots are playing their first away game in this postseason. A lot of stuff going around it. Broncos are playing without Bo Nix. What's gonna happen? Well, we talked about the game. Guaranteed Patriots win. Eric said Patriots are going to win 21-10.
Okay.
The score was not that high, but Patriots still. I don't even know if I say they escaped because I didn't think the Broncos. They had a chance to tie it, but
Patriots escaped, in my opinion. I think they did escape. Like it's like they escaped, but the other team also sucked. So pick your poison at that point.
Yeah, and also the conditions did not make it better. But Eric gets a point for the team, however, not the score. So that gives you 1 point. So you still got 3. You got 2 other points up in the air right now. Which
you're elongating it. You're killing me right now.
I gotta make it because it's anticipation. First one Eric had with the Broncos with he said he picked Jarrett Stidham. He actually picked RJ Harvey.
No.
He said RJ Harvey 50 plus total yards, and he made that. He got 59, so you get the point for that.
Yes! Oh my God. Okay, lock in.
I'm reading this for the first time too, so I'm like annoyed right now.
Oh,
so
come on.
You're guaranteed 55 points, which is nice.
It's huge. It's huge because you missed 2 already. So that means I'm guaranteed the tie. Going to Super Bowl.
That's true. Yeah,
I know you picked the Rams. So I know you can get max 2 points. I already know it.
Dang it. Okay. And for the Patriots, your player prop was Drake May. You were correct on that. You had Drake May with 1+ touchdown.
Okay.
So you got that. And 150 plus passing yards.
No.
Yeah. Yep. So no point for you. It brings your total up to 55. Going into Super Bowl week.
You have to be joking.
I know. I once I saw that, I'm like, I got to make sure. It says passing yards here. That stinks. And honestly, Eric, if it wasn't for the weather, that could have easily been done. Because they stopped throwing the ball in that third, fourth quarter. They were just running it.
Oh my God, I need you to miss a player prop or else I can't go into this game tied, bro. I can't go into this game tied.
But it brings you up to 55.
I can't go into this game tied. You have the first pick. Oh no.
Let's see what happens, bro. But
oh no.
How you feeling?
We need to hear yours. I can't wait. Dude, I need to know, bro. This is gonna kill me.
Eric, I'm kind of high. Like, in my opinion, I'm like 2 points is like you're still uncertain on my end because I don't know what I'm gonna get. But it's like it makes you feel a little bit safer that it's only 2 points.
I almost want to guarantee that you got the 2 player props because of how offensively dominating that game was. And on top of it, you're very conservative when it comes down to like when you need the points. So it's like you're very late. Like you'll pick a safe pick, and if you pick the safe pick, both of them hit most likely. That's why I needed one of these.
Not last week, freaking.
Oh my God, no, bro, no. Oh gosh.
All right, we'll get into my prediction later, but I do want to talk about this game a little bit more.
Oh, all right.
Let's get into it. But before Jay has a comment. He said, guys, for the meme, do I buy an Anthony Black, Grady Dick dual auto?
Oh my God, bro. That's a thing?
Yeah, they lined up next to each other with their jerseys, and they just did that on purpose.
Yeah, but like I didn't know they had a card for it though. The auto. I think isn't that a card? Like that's a trading a collection card.
I mean, if that is, then that'd be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Marcus said Stiddy should have slung the rock like meat at Diddy. I'm gonna stop that. Listen, but for real though, let's get into that game because there's at a point where I'm just like Jarrett Stidham. He threw that first touchdown. Broncos went up 7-0. What was your reaction when you saw the Broncos go up 7-0? Do you think it was going to last? Because the defense was holding out the New England Patriots. So
I saw it and I was like, okay, like it got me excited. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't look at that touchdown. I was like, wait a minute, he might have a little something in him. I don't know. We'll see. But then after second drive came around, third drive came around, I was like, yeah, bro. As long as the Patriots just get a score on the board, which eventually they were going to regardless, it wasn't going to matter. And on top of it, I knew it was clipped the moment. I know you're probably going to talk about it, but like I'm just being honest like about my reaction. I knew it was a clip the moment they went for it, and they didn't take the 10. Because at that point, I should
have took the points.
100%. There's different. This whole playoffs, everyone has been fourth down, freaking horny. Like everyone loves going to, dude. Everyone loves going for it on fourth.
It's true though. It's true.
It's been crazy, but like, listen, what was it? 4th and 2 or 4th and 1? One of the two things.
It was 4th and 3, I believe. I'm gonna double check for you on that. It was.
I don't think it was 4th. I think it was 4th and like 2 or 3. I don't think it was 1.
And 6. It was 4th and 6.
4th and, bro.
Wait, no, wrong one.
No, I don't think it was 4th and 6.
I'm sorry, this is the wrong play. This is the beginning of the. Yeah, they were up 7-0 at the time.
Yeah, it was 7-zip.
It was 4th and 1.
4th and 1,
and they threw it instead of running it.
See, it's gotta be, no disrespect, to Sean Payton. It's gotta be one of the worst calls in the playoffs so far.
Mm-hmm.
One of the worst play calls in the playoffs so far. Like, bro, you're up 7-zip on the Patriots. Your defense shut them out. You charge down the field again, right? For the sake of momentum, like, you have to understand the game. You have a backup quarterback that did not play for you this season, basically, right? To keep the confidence high on offense, to be like, wait, we can score. Wait, we can put pressure on them. Wait, we can actually win this game. Take the points. Take the points. And on top of it, if you're not going to take the points, if you're going to trust your offense, because they did drive down the field, even though in my opinion, it wasn't convincingly, but they drove down the field. Yo, 4th and 1 with a backup quarterback and you throw it? Like, at what point did you think he was ready for that moment? We're talking about the highest stakes right now. At what point did you think he was ready to be able to convert that 4th and 1? It made no sense. And granted, yes, a lot of things could have been different if they took the 3, but you're going to end up looking back at it, and it's like they could have been going to OT. They could have been. But instead, they wanted to go for it. I don't – there's certain scenarios where I agree with it, and I like the aggressiveness, but this one just screamed, take the 3. Like, your offense, you're missing your starting quarterback. Take the 3. Take every point that you can get unless you have to go.
No, I agree with that. I think if Bo Nix was a quarterback, I'm okay with you going for it.
100%.
But with the fact that you have a backup quarterback versus a team that is better than you, realistically, going into the game, and you have shut them down. They had 4 straight 4-and-outs, New England. You know? Like, you're telling me they're going to do that for the rest of the game is kind of unpredictable. You take as many points as you get. Make it a 2-possession game where a touchdown doesn't make it a tie no more. But realistically, you look at a situation where it's like, even if you did go for it, I don't understand you throwing it. I don't understand you throwing the ball.
It's a bad,
But I don't know. That was honestly that was a big part in the game too, because not only that, but I believe what Jay said too, the turnover was a big deal too. He said it was bigger than going for it, and we'll get into that too, because not only did that result in a 1-possession game, they didn't go for the 3, all that stuff, but later on, the New England Patriots, the Broncos defense held New England Patriots to 4 punts in a row. 4 straight. The first 4 drives were all punts, which is insane, right? To do to a front runner MVP, Drake May, and that type of offense, right? The Broncos defense had momentum, and then came the dumbest play I have seen in that game, where Jared Stidham basically did 2 hands and pushed the ball behind him, and what should have been ruled a touchdown, but because the whistle blew and they called it incomplete pass, had to go back to the spot of where he picked it up. Resulted later on, Drake May rushing it in for a touchdown, tied the game 7-7. At that point, the game turned into the first score for New England, and now the game's wide open, 0-0, back to neutral score. And honestly, that messed it up for them, because after that, it was very rare that Broncos defense was stopping the Patriots. That was the last time that they really had a chance to stop them.
So to piggyback on it as well, it's like, honestly, I think the snow happening saved the Broncos, to be real with you. I think the snow happening made it easier for their defense to be able to stop them, obviously, but it also affected them because they couldn't make a field goal to save their life. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it just goes back to that one play, bro. This game was a 10-7 game, and it was a 10-7 game. Like, as for defense in general, right? As much as it's important for the offense to be confident in getting points in the first 2 drives of the game, which would be huge, the defense as well, bro. You said it yourself. 4 straight drives, no points. As a defender, it's hard to do all that and then look at your offense and then also not go and score. You know what I mean? To come back out and be like, I gotta do this again. I gotta do it again. And now I don't have an advantage. I can't feel even more confident because I gotta hold on to this lead. Take it all goes back to the situation of just take the points. Your defense is doing this for you.
Yeah.
They're getting the job done for you. And you know, it was bound to happen that Stidham was gonna make a mistake. We knew this. Sean Payton should know that going into the game. Whether it was a fumble, a pick, which both of them basically happened, right? It was gonna happen. So you have to play that. You have to play the occasion. You do.
And the funny thing that you like, the thing that I agree with you, what you mentioned was the fact that this whole circumstance is different when Bo Nix is your quarterback, because you have an offense that can actually throw the ball down the field and have some confidence, right? And a quarterback that can run the ball confidently. But you have a backup quarterback. You take as many points as you can get and try to survive the game, because your defense has been hammering that freaking New England Patriots offense. So they've been doing their job. And the fact is, like you said, the defense would probably get a little pissed off knowing that team was not going to take the points and go up 2 possessions. But, you know, at the end of the day, they didn't do that. Sean Payton was definitely, they talked about that. He said he was questioning whether he made the right decision. Obviously, he didn't, because now he's home.
Yeah.
But, like, at the end of the day, it's that big moment changed it, but the turnover made it even worse. That changed it even more, because of the fact that now it gave the New England Patriots an opportunity, gave them momentum. Hey, we have a tied game now instead of being down by 10 points. But I have one little stat, and I'll give it back to you. Denver Broncos missed out on 9 points in this game between 2 missed field goals and that 4th and 1 drive where they turned it over on downs, which should have been 3 points. That was 9 points they put up on the board. You look at the score, that's 16-10 you're looking at. And even if you give the New England Patriots that missed field goal that they had, you're looking at 16-13.
Still
I'm
win.
talking about the one at halftime. I'm talking about the one where he missed it in the wind, because that was a 64-yarder. He wasn't making that.
You got it. Listen, I'm a big advocate for a drive ending without points is a failed drive. And there's certain scenarios where if you get down to that red zone and the way that you guys move the ball, and if you see something that was just a mistake, you know, you go for it, everything like that. I'm confident in going for it at the end of the day and just living with it if it's the right decision. But if there's no reason to go for it, just take the points. I mean, the other situations that we saw with the Bills and the Jaguars, or I'm trying to think of other games that happened with certain.
You talking about the one yesterday where theirs failed, but the Rams went for it on 4th down in the red zone because they were down by 4 points.
They like literally situations where you don't have a choice. Or you look at the Jaguar. I believe it was either Jaguars that did it, but it's like the Jaguars that went for it on a 4th down and they didn't get it in their red zone.
First quarter,
and it was the first quarter, and people were saying, even though I didn't agree with it, because eventually it looks like it was the wrong decision, but the reason being is because you're versing such a juggernaut type of offense on the other side. You have to respond in some type of way. You gotta put pressure on that offense consistently. Even there's a reason for that. In this situation, what is the genuine reason? Because if you look at the last 2 games that the Patriots have played, their offense hasn't been good.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense has not been amazing. They versed the Chargers. What was it, 17 to what? Or whatever it was?
The Chargers, I don't even know. 17-13, 17-3.
Let's go wild card. They beat the Chargers 16-3. They go into the divisional round. They beat the Texans 28-16. When I need to see, hold on.
Man, bro, the New England Patriots really had the easiest path to the Super Bowl ever.
I'm sorry. I look at this team. They beat the Texans 28-16. How many of those points were scored off of turnovers, or scored because the turnover happened and then they were in a great position to score? It's not like this team is a crazy offense that can just drive in the field and drive. Not what we watched in the Seattle versus LA game, Not anything like that at all. So for you to go for it on 4th and 1 makes no sense because there's no threat. Your defense has shut them down how many times? Like your defense has proven you can trust. If anything, this is the game where you have to rely on your defense. So put the trust in them.
I really thought the only chance that the Broncos had was if that defense was playing at their level, which they were for that first
they did
2 quarters, and also the fact that they didn't make any turnovers and they actually took all their points and they just didn't take advantage of that. They got too cocky. They were playing with their food.
At the end of the day, I was just shocked with the coach of the experience and the level of like IQ of Sean Payton. I was shocked that he just like to hear that he said, "I don't know if I made the right call." Like,
yeah,
I don't even know how you even thought that was a good call to begin with. And even if you did, I don't know how you thought a pass play was the good decision.
Yeah,
like at least run. That was just horrible. That was horrible.
Some type of read option, RPO, something involving some type of area where you have a chance to run.
Yeah.
The thing I just want to say real quick, and I'll get into the comments. Everyone, I see Marcus say this comment, which I'm going to get into as well, which in this right now. Dude, the New England Patriots have one of the easiest paths I ever seen since I've been alive in terms of teams with the easiest path to go into a Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
The Chargers. And realistically, the Chargers, I'm not going to discredit them, but they've been out a lot of injuries this season, and they did not perform in that game. Let's be real. And then they versed the Texans. CJ Stroud had 4 interceptions in that game, and not counting some fumbles that was just disgusting gameplay. And if you watch that game against the Steelers, the Texans offense did not deserve to be there. And then all of a sudden they go in first right now, the Denver Broncos, which could have been a good game if Bo Nix was playing, but he fractured his ankle and 2 plays left in the Bills game, and now left to a backup quarterback. So realistically, the Patriots had Chargers, who just are not good enough, and we saw that in that game. With Texans, which CJ Stroud decided to play for the other team. And then also you have with the Broncos where they had a backup quarterback. This is the easiest route I ever seen any NFL team ever go into a Super Bowl.
Not to mention the cakewalk of a regular season they had as well.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about that either. It's been, I truthfully hope that I don't want Drake May to get embarrassed, because I do think he's a good quarterback and he has potential to be like possibly even a great quarterback as a whole. But I do hope we get somewhat of a similar Super Bowl that we did last year, where the Eagles thrashed the Chiefs, like absolutely BTA. That's what I'm looking for from the Seahawks to do to the Patriots. Yeah. I want to see them really handle business.
You know, and it's like, you know, whatever. Congrats to them because they actually made it, right? You still got to win these games. We understand. But realistically, at the end of the day, and Pats fans are going to be like, oh, you guys are just crying about it. You know what? Whatever. At the end of the day, it's facts. Because if this team, Pats fans that are liking this right now, if this was the Giants doing this, I know you hate the Giants, you know. We all know that history. Or if it was one of your rivals, right? If it was the Buffalo Bills, you would be saying, oh, this is the easiest schedule. The Mickey Mouse, right? So it all in perspective to what your team is experiencing right now. So honestly, I don't like. I'm gonna say that I like Drake May. I think he's a humble dude. I think he's a really good quarterback. I just think for the Patriots franchise, I don't want him to win. I don't want him to win,
dude.
I don't,
dude. Neither do I, bro.
Yeah, it's bad.
You understand? If the Seahawks, watching the Seahawks win a Super Bowl, bro, that'd be great. I want it to be the Rams, but like the Seahawks win a Super Bowl would be cool for Sam Darnold. That whole story over there is so cool to watch. Drake May win now, dude. I know you probably saw this stat already, but like we haven't had a Super Bowl in the last what? I don't even know. It was like 10 years, maybe 10, 15 years, where it didn't involve the Patriots or the Chiefs. Jeez. Why would I want to see the Patriots win again? Like, bro,
no, I want to see that. Hold up. You know you're right, but I need to see that with my own eyes because that's crazy.
The last Super Bowl matchups?
When was the last? Let me just say last Super Bowl games.
New England versus Seattle. I was not ready for this one, bro.
The rematch, but totally different generations now. We don't have the same quarterbacks. Totally different.
Completely different matchup.
Real quick, Eric, what did Marcus say? If you can read that, I'm gonna look this up.
The last one? Yeah, he said he was getting ready for the snow with That shovel pass. Marcus is stupid, bro. Marcus got jokes for days, man.
Bro,
Let me
Jared Stidham, he had to shovel for that for real. Wait. Oh, they gave me the number 1. Damn, I don't want that far. All right, we got it.
I just got it, but go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You want to read yours?
Yeah. Here you go. So I'm starting from 2025. Okay. I'm just gonna say which team, which one was there, right? I'm gonna go backwards. KC last year. KC. Oh no, it hasn't. No, whoever did it, no, because the Rams versus the Bengals. The Rams versus the Bengals was the only year. That was 2022. And then the year before that, it's KC, New England. Then you go back Denver versus Carolina, and that was in 2016, 10 years ago. Damn. So there's only in the last 10 years, there's only been one Super Bowl where there hasn't been a New England Patriots versus Chiefs or New England or Chiefs, if that makes sense. If you want to go back even further, the one before that is New England, but then it's pretty much it after that. Where's somewhere? Oh no, KC versus they versus Tampa Bay. I don't know why I thought it was New England.
Tom Brady, you always associate him with New England. Yeah, that's crazy. One time in the last 10 years is insane. But Marcus said, he said Mickey Mouse as Super Bowl run. For real.
Yeah. No doubt.
One of the easiest schedules in the regular season. Go bless you. And they go home field advantage, and they go and they verse these teams that just unfortunate for them, especially the Broncos, because we could be seeing a Broncos and Seahawks Super Bowl, which that'd be nice to see too. Jay said Diggs didn't have a good game, but congrats to him going 4 quarters without choking a woman or getting one pregnant. Hey, shout out to Diggs. Appreciate you.
Dude, Stephon Diggs and Drake May made a Super Bowl before Josh Allen. Dude, I'm giving up on Josh Allen, man. I'm throwing in the towel. I have to.
I don't know what to say because I saw a stat, which I think you sent it or somebody sent it in the chat. But it was saying from the 2018 draft, and we'll get into that game, but one quarterback made the Super Bowl out of all the quarterbacks that got drafted. It was Baker Mayfield first overall, Sam Darnold 3rd, and then it went Josh Allen 7th or something like that, and Lamar Jackson 32, and I'm missing some other quarterback who was drafted.
I'll look it up. 2018
was it Jordan Love? Someone like that. But yeah, it was crazy because this is the first quarterback in that draft, and that draft was stacked with quarterbacks, with superstar quarterbacks, with Lamar and Josh Allen. And the fact is that Sam Darnold made the Super Bowl spot before those players is insane.
Baker, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, but that doesn't really matter. Hold on. Lamar Jackson. Who else? Let me see. I'm scrolling through. I hope I'm not skipping because I'm going pretty fast. Kyle Lalu. Who the heck is that guy? I feel like there is one more. I think you're correct. I'm just looking. Mike White was in this draft class.
Hey, legend.
Oh my god. Luke Falk. I don't know who that is. That sounds like it's Tanner Lee. I don't know who that is either.
There you go. No, we're with the low list right now.
Yeah, this is the low list. I thought there was one like sleeper at the end.
I thought so too, but even still, you got 2 MVPs on that board, and Sam Darnold is the one who made the first Super Bowl out of all of them.
Crazy.
But Marcus says, please go over the schedule for the Pats fans. One of the 3 losses was the Raiders, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, let's get into that. That was week 1.
I'm just grabbing my charger. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, they lost to the Raiders 20-13. And then they beat the Dolphins. They lost to the Steelers, who were at that point they were tied 1-1, so they both were above 500. So they started off the season 1-3. They beat the Panthers, beat the Bills, which is a good, respectable win. They beat the Saints. They beat the Titans, Browns, Falcons, Buccaneers, Jets, Bengals. Bengals without Joe Burrow. I was going to say that. They beat the Giants, Ravens, Jets, and then Dolphins again.
They beat the Ravens without. They was injured, I think, that game.
Yeah, Lamar was out of that game, and you guys barely won.
So
No, Lamar did play, but I think he got injured that game.
so it was either he got injured or he was coming back from injury. One of the two.
Yeah, he got injured that game. Yeah, but like realistically, the only teams that had above 500 record that they versed in the regular season was in fact the Steelers. They lost the Steelers. Was in fact the Bills. the did the Ravens have a winning? No, they didn't. Did they have a winning record? No, they didn't.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, you're good. I hear you now.
Sorry, I got muted for a quick second.
You're good. The only teams that they lost to, that they beat with the winning record, were the Buffalo Bills.
That was the one game when everyone was like, "Oh wait, they might be good."
Yeah, just the Buffalo Bills, bro. Out of all
They
the
have
teams that
not-
finished with the record, they only beat the Buffalo Bills. Were the only team that had a winning record.
Unfortunately, though, when it comes down to it, if they win the Super Bowl, no, everything that we're saying doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter because they
It literally doesn't matter because at the end of the day, they're the best team in the league. That's what happens. That is true though. If they beat Seattle in the Super Bowl, I swear, if Sam chokes, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose my mind.
I better not see ghosts in this game because this is a redemption game for Sam.
He needs to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Sam Darnold proves the Jets can draft really well on players who will lead and contribute to other teams. Damn, just not ours.
So sad, man. If you look at Sam, didn't work out for him in New York, didn't work out for him in Carolina. I looked into it after the game. He went to San Fran for a year, didn't work out, went to Minnesota, all out, and then they were like, yeah, we're just not going to keep you. And then Seattle, I mean, he's found a home, I think. I think he's truthfully found a home. If I was a Seattle fan, I'd be like, he's got to stay for sure.
It's crazy because of the fact that you look at the trajectory of his career. Same thing with Baker Mayfield. You go as being a top pick, and then the same draft. Yeah, it's ironic. They're like similar trajectories in terms of a team having confidence in them and then balling out. The only difference is that Sam is actually in the Super Bowl right now. But like, if you look at the situation, shout out to Kevin O'Neal. Saying his name right? I think it's Kevin O'Connell. Sorry, Kevin O'Connell. Sorry. Shout out to Kevin O'Connell, the Vikings head coach, for taking a chance on Sam Darnold to be your quarterback because he was a backup in San Fran. He saw something. He said, "You know what? We can go out." And shout out to Sam for delivering with that. And he became one of the top quarterbacks, top 10 quarterback in the NFL on the Vikings. Done by the Vikings for not keeping him, but then he went to the Seahawks, and now he's got a Super Bowl appearance. So crazy.
Yeah, it's truthfully a really good comeback story, and I do hope he completes it at the end.
For real. And at the end of the day, I know our group chat's not gonna like this, but they always talk about the Jets, and like, oh, the Jets, blah blah blah. We got a year, right? When the regular season starts, this is our year. As a Jets fan, I'm gonna say this: I have officially given up on them until they show me something. Because like I can't go into another year being like, yeah, we have a chance. Our roster is butt cheeks, doo-doo cheeks. We don't know who the quarterback is. Aaron Glenn had one of the worst seasons as a Jets quarterback, as a Jets head coach, and that's saying something.
Shout out to him, but we got rid of him.
I can't even blame him because when you have a roster, like I don't even know what to say. So at the end of the day, it's like Jets need to fix something quick, and they gotta show the fans something. Because I'm not going into the season and be like, Jets are gonna make the playoffs. No way, nope.
Hey man. At this point, I'm convinced that anything could happen. I think we can comfortably both say that not one of us had the Super Bowl matchup when the season first started. Not even close. If you'd have told me that the Patriots and the Seahawks would be in the Super Bowl before we even kicked off a football to start the season, I would have been like, you have to be on crack.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. I could have never seen this coming. Even if with Drake May being Drake May the way he is this year, could have never saw that coming. Sam Darnold, I could have seen Sam Darnold being good on Seattle, sure, but a Super Bowl appearance?
Yeah.
JSN being the best wide receiver in the league?
Oh, we'll get into that.
Come on, bro. You could have never seen that coming.
Yeah, it's crazy. And honestly, that's the one things I do love about a season like this is because it's so unpredictable and it's not your typical KC versus the Eagles or some type of matchup like that where it's very predictable. That's the one thing I do respect out of it. But at the end of the day, it's like I want to see what the script writers have because that photo that they had.
We saw
Remember
that I
that
sent
photo?
you.
You sent me the photo of just Drake May and Sam Darnold as the top 2 quarterbacks closer to the Lombardi Trophy in that photo out of all the
Yeah.
quarterbacks. We need to see that photo next year, like early on.
David, I'm looking at it next year.
I gotta see who it is so I can automatically give you a prediction.
Oh my god! I hope Lamar's over there, bro. Oh my god,
Bro, imagine you see Jets and Giants.
I'd throw up.
I don't know what I would do. That'd be crazy.
I'd throw up. You see Jackson Dart, and then you see Cam Scabu headbutting him. Like,
I will say with John Harbaugh though, they look like a similar team compared to the Patriots because it was Drake May's second year. I'm not saying they're gonna make a Super Bowl, but in terms of the rise of that team, they got a new head coach in that offseason. Drake May's second year after his rookie year. And then all of a sudden you have a young team with a good defense, similar to the Giants. Giants have a great defense, and Jackson Dart going into second year with a new head coach. So,
fun fact, I don't know if we said this on the pod the other day, but after this we can go into the game. If Mike Vrabel succeeds in winning Super Bowl, he'll become the first coach ever to win a Super Bowl with a team while playing and coaching for the same team.
yeah.
Crazy.
That's called getting a statue in New England.
Like truthfully, a legend of the organization.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll see what happens. It's still early. We got a couple of weeks before we get into it. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be a fun ride. Let me do that one. Jay said, pretty sure you can get Josh Rosen on the podcast. Just call him saying you'll buy insurance, and he'll ask if he'll be on. It'd be an easy interview. I think he said on instead of an. Sorry.
Yeah, it's stupid, bro.
For sure. We should do that though.
Call driver and see about insurance.
Yeah, but then we got a nice interview. But like, honestly, we could probably just email his LinkedIn. Eric, contact him on LinkedIn and be like, "Hey, we do a podcast. We'd love to hear about your career."
Let's see. I'm gonna go on LinkedIn right now. See if he's on LinkedIn.
Marcus says, "Haha, I just looked it up. He works for a boutique investment bank in Philly. On his LinkedIn, it says NFL quarterback 2018-2023. Yeah.
Shut up.
We need to start getting interviews through LinkedIn. Former quarterbacks, former players that didn't really make it that far in the league. They still got some input on here.
This is not him. This guy said this is another Josh Rosen. He's a ECD at Google Creative Lab. What?
All right, now I need to do my research too.
There's another one that's a content creator.
Content creator.
I just made Josh Rosen's.
Josh.
I'm gonna look up NFL. Yeah, he's not here on my LinkedIn. Maybe I'm not popular enough.
Oh, I got it right here.
Oh no! What the heck is this?
I can't join because I don't have LinkedIn.
This is not. There's no way this is.
Yeah,
the
it's
real
him, bro. Look.
Why would he not have a photo?
I don't know.
That's not real. No, I don't trust that at all, bro.
Yeah, but it says right here, honors and awards. It says Pac-12 offensive awards in college.
What the heck?
Yeah.
All right, Josh. Let's get him on the pod.
Yeah, we gotta do that. Yeah, he's an investment banker at JP Morgan in New York.
Yo, bro, what the heck? Why? I swear, if I was a pro athlete and I had to still work a job after I was done, if I was 7 years in the league, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, I did something wrong. I did something so wrong, man.
Dang, that sucks.
But let's go into this game because I need to know the prediction game. I need to know what's going on.
Yeah,
I have to know what I'm looking into.
But Jay said anything is possible except the Jets being a competent, competitive franchise. Kevin Garnett.
Wow.
Damn. Yeah, they didn't know where. Jalen's in the building. Shout out to Jalen.
What's good?
Hope you're having a great day. Marcus says, "Can I send the link?" He said, "That's the one." See, we got it. He said, "And if you scroll down and look at the other NFL players who has one." Okay, let me see. Now you got me interested. I'm sorry.
Why do they all have LinkedIn's? What the heck?
Because they gotta get information. They gotta get connections.
Yeah, sure.
They need connections, Eric. Come on.
Will Levis? What?
No
Joshua
way.
Dobbs?
Who?
Fernando Mendoza has a LinkedIn.
Yes, he does. Yeah, Eric, we gotta get Fernando Mendoza on
And
the
just
pod.
open for work. Give me a break.
Eric, we gotta
What
get
is he
Fernando.
doing?
I'm telling you, he's the one interview that like is hot right now. That he's like a big name that we could get on the podcast.
Dude, Kevin Durant has a freaking LinkedIn. What the actual heck? Tom Brady, 7-time Super Bowl champion. Why are you on LinkedIn? Yo, give me a job. What are we talking about?
We gotta get Fernando Mendoza on the podcast. I'm writing that down right now.
Fernando Mendoza, I'm gonna message him on LinkedIn. He doesn't run it, bro. He definitely doesn't run it.
He doesn't, but like realistically, like out of every like college player that we can get on the podcast, I feel like he is the best shot. He's so nice that even if we get rejected, it would somehow still feel like, oh, that's cool.
If we got Fernando Mendoza, bro, what the?
Like Fernando Mendoza, bro, you're so cool.
I think, nah, bro. I followed him on LinkedIn, so we'll see.
Yeah, Eric, with step one complete.
I'll send a little like, hello, my name's Eric Hines and I do a podcast. Like,
yeah, like here's our information if you want to check it out. Blah blah blah. What do you call it? Let's get into it though. We're an hour and 21 minutes.
oh, go ahead.
Send it back. He sent it back.
No, that wasn't him, guy. That wasn't him.
He followed you, Eric. He followed you.
Oh, imagine he did. And he's like,
Followed you back.
imagine he messages me. He's like, I want to be on your podcast. I'd be like, oh, Fernando. Okay, let's get it going.
Actually, Fernando Rodriguez is actually Fernando Mendoza this whole time. Dead.
Oh my god. That'd be so funny.
He said, turn it into some IG stories. How many likes to get you on our podcast?
You have to tag him though.
Yeah,
we have to get him to respond.
that's true. I don't think he has social media, so that's the problem. Realistically, let's get into the last game, the final prediction game we got into.
Oh god,
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
with you, I'm a little nervous, bro. I'm a little nervous because we didn't hear anything before. Eric had 55 points to finish off. He had 2 points to add on to, so he has 55 points total.
bro.
Last conference championship week, and now it's my turn.
I know you got two, bro. I know you got two. If you don't get two, I'll actually you guys will see me scream and jump for joy. But I know he got two, bro.
Okay, well, I'm like I said, I haven't looked at it yet, so this would be a live reaction as well. And also, guys, real quick, almost an hour and 30. Love y'all. Appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. 53 points for me. Eric has 55. I'm gonna do the suspenseful thing as well because I think it's fun.
Oh my god, there's no way unless you pick someone else. There's no way.
In the Rams versus Seahawks game, NFC Championship game in Seattle, I predicted that the Rams were going to win 31-28, and the Seahawks actually won 31-27.
Oh my gosh.
That was so close to having a 4-point turnaround if that would have had if the Rams would have won. So I did not get a point for either the team or the score, which is painful because now the only chance I have is to tie Eric. Let's get into the player props, shall we?
Oh my god!
Say it.
It's just, guys. I don't know what's the point of hoping because he either picks Sam Darnold, JSN, Puka Nacua, or Matthew Stafford. They all had nuclear games.
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem. So it's like,
yeah.
Man, even my camera knows. My camera knows. Oh goodness!
I'll wait for your camera.
Oh, he wants to see my reaction. He wants to see me sad.
No, I don't even know what happened.
Oh my god! Here we go.
Let's get into it. First one up, I had was JSN over 65 plus total yards, and JSN he delivered. He had 153.
Let's
freaking go, baby!
Bull.
Let's get it.
65 yards.
Let's get it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but realistically, if we look at that, last week I had JSN 70 plus receiving yards, and he had 19.
Oh, 65. Oh,
So I get a point. I can breathe a little bit, but I'm still not done. And then the last one was Puka Nacua, 70 plus total yards. Puka had just 165 just receiving by itself. And then he had 4 yards rushing, 169 total. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's go. We're still alive. Tied 55-55, 2 points. Whew. I'm a little like I'm still upset that I didn't get the 3 points, but we're okay with the tide. 55-55 going into the Super Bowl week. Dude. Whew. That was nice.
I'm trying to breathe.
That was nice.
I'm trying to breathe. Oh man,
We can't not be tied. Why would we tie each other in the Super Bowl? What is that? Have you ever even thought about that?
I don't know, man. I was up 5. Oh my god, we're tied and you going. Oh my god, your first pick. I'm gonna have to pick the crumbs of whatever you pick. Oh my god, it's not looking good, guys.
We'll see what happens, bro.
It's not looking good at all.
But
It's not looking good at all.
now that we have the score tied going into Super Bowl, which will be another 2 weeks, we'll get our final predictions in of the NFL season and who gets the championship belt. We got to get into this actual game.
Drake May, man, you couldn't have just thrown. Why'd it have to snow? Oh my gosh, you can't make this up.
Going into the game, we saw the Seahawks won 31-27. Shout out to the Seahawks. Shout out to Sam Darnold making the first ever Super Bowl for them. For him. I will say this was marketed just as it was advertised. Like this was a game that was advertised rightly. Like if you watched it and you saw the hype, it deserved it. NFC division matchup between these two teams. Both teams they're 1-1 in the season when versing each other. Close games, 1 possession games between both. Same game. They're literally same vibes. 4 points separated these two. 1 possession game with Rams potentially taking the lead and having the Seattle Seahawks come down and win this game. I just want to say one quick thought, and then I'll pass it over to you in the form of a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to say who had the better game, Sam Darnold or Matthew Stafford, or even Puka or JSN, because they both had similar games. Like this is damn near mirror images of each other. Like you look at Sam Darnold, 346 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Matthew Stafford, 374 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Puka Nacua, 169 total yards and a touchdown. JSN, 53 receiving yards and a touchdown. Like you couldn't make up a better stat line or a better matchup storyline for these two teams, both quarterback wise and receiver wise. Realistically, I have just one thing to say about this. I think this messed up the whole game. Was that punt return drop? That drop punt return by I think Xavier Smith. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe it was Xavier Smith.
That cost him the game, and it always goes down. And we always say that it was him.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It always goes down. We always say it always goes down to whoever makes the mistake first. And honestly, that was the epitome of this game because they looked like both teams were gonna go out gunslinging, and whoever flinched first was gonna lose. And that was the Rams with a crucial mistake, giving the Seahawks the ball in the red zone, and for them to go up 11 points in the third quarter. So realistically, I think if you look at a game that had a lot that didn't have a lot of mistakes, like there's not a lot of games I can look at and be like, yeah, that's the reason why you lost. And I feel like this game I can. Like that's the reason why the Rams lost. You know? I don't know.
Deliberately like that because it felt as if these offense couldn't be stopped. That's what it felt like. And to gain a stop going into the what was it? The second it was right in the beginning of that the second half, right? Was it in the third quarter?
I think it was the third quarter. Yeah, it was. I'll find the number.
I believe they came out. They got a stop because Seahawks had the ball first, and it was a huge stop for them. And they got the ball, and they was probably going to come down charging and get the touchdown. But the guy folded.
It was the first. It was the first drive for the Seahawks in the third quarter. The first drive of the game in the third quarter.
So, sorry, you said you wanted to. I don't know. I didn't know if you was done or not. I didn't want to cut you off.
No, I want to ask you. if you agreed with the same way, because that punt return, that punt drop felt like the same thing. But do you think that pretty much cost them the game?
100%. I think if that doesn't happen, the Rams win. And it's one of these games where, yes, there wasn't really mistakes in this game. It was more just great football. It was who is better. That offense, like when that Rams defense got the stop, it wasn't that the Seahawks was bad. It's just that the Rams defense was better. That also was a coaching freaking masterclass when you really think about it as a whole. Like it was coach versus coach, defense versus offense on all cylinders. Who has the better players? Who has the better scheme? Who is going to come out on top? And at the end of the day, both offenses kept responding after one after the other and one after the other, whether it was a field goal or it was a touchdown. One way or another, both offenses kept responding. There was moments where both defenses had stops. Like there was moments where there was great play calls. It was all around perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you look at that big sore thumb of a freaking bottle job, whatever happened to Xavier Smith in that moment. I really don't know how to describe that. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's nerves, but for him to track back and just fall down and try to catch at the same time, just let it bounce.
That's exactly. Just let it bounce. Like if you're falling, just move out of the way.
At that point, what you're doing is, and when you really look back at it, I mean, granted, I don't think players are really thinking about it, but if you don't think you can catch the football or you think it starts to become a little bobbly or whatever, he's on like the 10-yard line or maybe the 15-yard line at most. Bro, the ball's, if anything, the ball's either going to bounce out to what? The 10, the 5, and bounce out of bounds, or it's going to bounce back into the end zone, or they're going to pick it up at the 1. Yes, you're further back, but brother, you
don't lose the ball.
You were going to catch it and get tackled anyways, or you're going to catch it and call fair catch. It wasn't going to make a difference. So, truthfully, you hate to see it because it does some semi-ruin like the perfect game on both ends. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. He made a mistake and it cost his team the whole entire Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, I was pissed off watching that appearance because I'm like, you fall backwards, first off, which I don't know how you fell backwards, but second off, you still try to make an attempt to catch the ball. And I'm like, at that point, just move out of the way. Like, if it's not catchable, like, you're okay. But I think it's just a dumb decision. And honestly, I was screaming. I'm like, I'm cutting him. Like, I at that moment in my head, I'm like, I'm cutting him. You're not playing again. And Sean McVay obviously did not put him back into the game after that crucial mistake. He put in Kyron Williams to get the punt returns. But like at the end of the day, it wasn't his first mistake with that because he bobbled a punt in the second quarter too. Hit off his face mask and he jumped on top of it. Like we were talking about this. It was kind of foreshadowing what was going to happen.
It's just, I mean, I didn't even get to catch that because there was times I was in and out for the game. Mm-hmm. But to be honest with you, if that happened, I didn't even see that. I mean, that's a sign in itself. I'm a big advocate on like certain players get passes, if that makes sense, right? So like if Sam Darnold came out and threw a pick, he obviously like no one's gonna panic. You know what I mean? He's gonna be back. If Kenneth Walker came out and fumbled, no one's gonna panic. If JSN came out and dropped a crucial pass, right, like a touchdown pass, no one's gonna panic. But when you look at situations like a CJ Stroud situation, for example, I think CJ should have been benched, right? It was too many mistakes. When you look at a situation where you just can't, there's certain moments where you just simply just can't afford certain mistakes. One of those things, obviously you can talk about like field goals and everything like that. One of those things is punt returns or kick returns. You can't afford someone to be dropping the ball. Maybe in the regular season, sure, you can give them another chance. Bro, this is a trip to Super Bowl. If I see you bobble it once, someone else has got to get in there. We don't have time for this because every minute detail counts, especially in a game like this. Every little detail counts because it comes down to it. You look at it, this is what lost you the game. This is what lost you the game. And it's really unfortunate. It's truthfully really unfortunate. I want to go back to the other thing that you said. Actually, you better say something. Go ahead and say. Go ahead.
No. Go back to what you were gonna say because I was gonna switch topics.
You had mentioned you can't really tell who had the better game. In my opinion, I think it's pointless to decide who even had the better game as far as quarterback or wide receiver, because they all had fantastic games and they're almost identical. You know what I mean? And if you wanted to choose someone that played better, you have to really fine tune it and really get into it. At that point, like let it be what it is. You know, I think Matthew Stafford deserved this win. Based on that one mistake, you know, I think Matthew would have got the W for them. In my opinion, just to throw it out there, like I do think Puka is still the best wide receiver in the league right now, but JSN, wow,
Dude,
like,
I think it's 1A, 1B at this point between those two.
comes down. It comes down to situations where it's like whoever you pick, I really don't care. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It comes down to those situations. JSN really put an impression on me because it wasn't just simple catches, bro.
One-handers.
This dude was doing it all.
Mhm.
Doing it all. Talk about Superman Sam in general, right? He was having a great game, scrambling, making great passes. Dude, there was certain drives I was looking at Sam Darnold, I was like, oh my God. Like, dude, there was one play I forgot. The Rams defense blew up the play call. Sam ran to like the other side of the field and almost got tackled, flicked it off to the side, and got a first down out of it. It was ridiculous. And everyone could clearly see. My jaw was dropped because you could clearly see that just wasn't the play call.
Yeah.
And they stopped them. They stopped them, and Sam was like, all right, I'm just gonna go over here and I'm gonna make a play out of something. It was some Josh Allen stuff. It was ridiculous, man. But
making something out of nothing.
The biggest person I want to highlight when you talk about players, which I think was the biggest X factor in this game, genuinely, and Kenneth Walker, stats won't show it, but Kenneth Walker had a massive game for the Seahawks. Massive game for the Seahawks. This guy, the amount of times you look at him, and even though what do you have as far as rushing yards? He had 62 rushing yards, not a lot. 49.
He had that tutty.
He had the one tutty, right? But as far when you look at the way he got to 62 yards, yo, there is some moments where it's like, yo, this guy is shaking and baking every single defender that you see in front of him. There was again another play. Sam Darnold threw it to him. It was a clear, like, it was a third down. They shouldn't have gotten it, and he shook his defender out of his shoes. It was, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was this Seahawks team was a highlight reel in that game. For real.
I don't know if it was a similar play, but I think it was a run play where he crossed up that defender so bad it looked like he was about to get tackled for a loss.
For real.
That defender, he just went boom, boom, he went like 4 times and he just got the first down. It was crazy. He had a crazy first quarter, but it kind of quieted down. But I think what that does, and people overlook this all the time, it expands the playbook for Seattle now, because now the Rams have to focus on Kenneth Walker and stopping him. It's not just JSN in the passing game. It's more, okay, how do we stop Kenneth Walker right now? Because he's been going off. So,
and again, I know we're dragging this along, or I'm sorry, I'm dragging it along.
No,
but like,
good.
I just have to highlight it, just more or less the passionate aspect of it, like how amazing this game was and how amazing these two teams are, bro. To give credit to this Rams defense, dude. Again, if that Xavier Smith drop doesn't happen, I truly believe the Rams do win this game. And when you look back at it, brother, the way Kenneth Walker was moving, for them to have to handle him and then have to handle Sam Darnold and also have to handle the way JSN is creating space to handle all those 3 levels of offense and still almost find a way to win. Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah.
It just goes to show how amazing this team was as well.
It was
amazing.
Fun. This one deserved to be the Super Bowl. Like, in terms of like just fun and exciting game. This was a good game. A great game. I just want to go into one thing and then we can wrap it up because I gotta be up early tomorrow.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry.
No, we're good. Wednesday we'll do normal time. I don't have to be up early that day, so we're good.
And we don't have a lot to talk about too, technically.
No, just footy, just get into and all that stuff. I will say in NFL matchups and NBA, we got to get back on that wave.
Maybe, a little NBA. We get a little NBA prediction game going.
Some Giannis stuff. Hopefully some more Giannis trade ideas start popping out by Wednesday, where we can get into. But I just want to get into one crucial part, and I actually want to get into Marcus's comments before we move into it. Marcus said, Rams clock management was horrible. 3 timeouts before that 2-minute warning. I will get into that. I'm not side passing it. I'm going to get into it. It's a Kenneth Skywalker. Yes, I'm giving him former Knicks Kenny Walker's nickname away. Damn, that's when you know you're talented. But you said the clock management of the Rams. Here's my argument against that.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to that 3rd down and 7 play with Cooper Kupp, and that play I sent it to you, Eric, and no one really caught this, and I was very shocked to see this. Like, I don't know if he caught that ball. Like, I don't think Cooper Kupp really caught that ball, because in order for it to be a catch in terms of the rule book of the NFL, it's got to be under 3 sets of criteria. A, he's got to make 2 steps, 2 feet in, right, and have and also has to have possession of the ball, right? It's got to not move. But also the other one is, I'm probably butchering the way you say this, but whatever. Also, the other thing is your way going to the ground. The ball cannot move or shift on your way to the ground. And it felt like, and I've watched this video back multiple times, and I have one to show you guys. I don't know about you, but when he's extending for the 1st down, that ball moves before he hits the ground. It's moving, and then once he hits the ground, it pops out. So, like, if we're fitting the criteria of what a catch is, this is where the inconsistencies of actually calling a catch in the NFL is. Because people say the Buffalo Bills Brandon Cooks one was different. But, like, in terms of the criteria, he went to the ground and the defender did extracurricular stuff on the ground. Like, if we're really saying that. So, like, and then the Devontae Adams one against the Bears where he got the ball ripped out and they called him down. Like, I just don't understand what is a catch based off of his NFL playoffs, and it made me more confused because what people weren't suggesting, and it goes back to the clock management, because that turned into Sean McVay's 2nd timeout because he wanted them to review it, because he didn't want to put a challenge out. He wanted them to review it, so he gave some extra time for the booth to really get into it, but they didn't really give a crap, it seemed like, because they did not really check into it. They were checking more to see if it was a 1st down more than if it was a catch or not, which I was very shocked to see. But I feel like we need more explanation on what a catch is in the NFL, because the lack of the inconsistency that these refs are doing and calling what a catch is and not, it's kind of ruining the momentum of the game. Because that game, if they call it incomplete pass, Cooper Kupp, the Seattle team is punting it on 4th down, and they have 3 minutes left for the Rams with 1 timeout. That's a big deal.
I love that you brought that up, because when you sent me the video and you made me think, it made me want to look back at it. I actually think the clock man. I'm going to challenge you, Marcus. I think the clock management of the Rams was actually good. I think when you look at it, I think the first initial timeout, I think they wanted to burn all 3 timeouts before the 2-minute warning, hoping that their defense would get a stop and trusting that the defense would get a stop. Because if they did, I would have trusted Matthew Stafford to run back down the field and do a bunch of hurry-up offense plays and get into the end zone, the way that offense was moving. That's what I would have trusted to happen, right? Because they was able – I remember, oh, my gosh, I don't know when this happened, but oh, my goodness. I think it was the touchdown right after the Xavier Smith fumble.
To Bobo?
The after the Seahawks scored off of that turnover, the Rams got the ball back, and I'm pretty sure within 4 plays scored a touchdown. Like they drove down the field in literally just 4 plays, 4 or 5 max, and scored a touchdown.
It was 1.
It was one play.
Are you talking about the Rams going down?
Yeah, the Rams.
Oh,
I'm talking about the Rams.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Like right after that touchdown, it was they came right back at, and they punched them. It was 4 plays. 4 plays, and they scored a touchdown. I think what they was looking at was the fact of, we take this timeout, we get the stop, and if we get the stop, there's 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. We'll get 1 2-minute warning, and after that, we're going to trust Matthew Stafford to take us to the promised land. That's what I think was happening. Now, on top of that, I don't think Sean McVay made the wrong decision, right? I don't want to put him in that light. I think it was a tough decision regardless. Now, looking back at it, I was questioning it in the moment, and I don't know what I would have done, but now looking back at it, I think he should have challenged. because he ended up using a timeout anyways. And on top of it, it's like I think that play just needed more time to be looked at. I think it happened too fast. There was a lot of it was a lot of inches that were really close, a lot of questions about the play, whether it was a first down or not. And even if it was a first down, whether it was a catch or not, there's a lot of instances where it could have gone the Rams' way. And I just think that they need to put the due diligence in reviewing it more. But the way football is, like, you need to put that challenge flag down. But at the same time, I understand that if they don't throw a challenge flag because of the fact that, you need your timeouts right now in this situation. Me personally, the NFL has to be very careful with this catch situation going on because it could very quickly turn into a situation that soccer has with what is a handball, what is not a handball.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because the idea of a handball is gone in soccer right now.
It's all subjective depending on what the ref's feeling.
Exactly. It goes based off of, there's not a real true rule to it. It depends on what the ref really feels in that moment. And that's a problem in itself, right? This situation, you watch Cooper Kupp, and I think, David, what you were trying to say earlier is a catch is you have to have possession of the football all the way to the ground.
You have to survive the ground, yeah.
Exactly. And the ball can't bobble, it can't fall out your hands, nothing. Cooper Kupp clearly two-hand catches the ball on his way to the ground. In my opinion, I thought he had possession all the way up until his back hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The moment his back hits the ground, he loses it, drops the football. Okay? So at that point, it's not a catch, in my opinion. Now, I think the question was when was he down necessarily, which also confuses me because it's like, even if he was down, he didn't survive the ground technically because his knee does hit the ground or his shin hits the ground. So he's technically down there, if you will. But then when he rolls back on his back, he drops the football. So it's like,
there's many times we've seen incomplete passes where they just bobble it because they didn't survive the ground.
And at that point, it's like, I don't know. For me, if I'm looking at it is it subjectively? Yeah, subjectively.
Yeah.
And I'm not thinking about any rules and I'm just playing football. In my opinion, that's not a catch. Like, if we was playing in the backyard, we wouldn't count that as a catch. I think we look at it from that perspective, yeah, it's not a catch. But in the rule aspect, I honestly don't even know. Because, yes, he's down, but he doesn't survive the ground. And the rule is, you have to survive it all the way through, and he doesn't. Now, secondly,
I have the video if you want to see.
Before we go into it, I want to go into the first down situation. Secondly, see, again, this is why I would have thrown the challenge flag. If it's not even that, challenge the fact that you got the first down. Because, dude, even when he extends, then you have the question, right? You have to question the idea of when he was down. Because if they're going to use the excuse of he was down for the catch, when he was down, I don't know if the ball crosses or touches the yellow line or crosses the line. So if we're going to go off of that, it's one or the other, essentially, is what I'm saying. So it all happened way too quick for them not to challenge. I would have thrown a challenge flag because at that point, I don't think I have anything to lose. And I think that's a huge, huge moment in the game. You might as well die on that hill. You know what I mean? Trust your defense to get a stop. Use that one more timeout. Trust defense to get 2 more stops. You at least hit the 2-minute. You have one more timeout in the 2-minute warning. You gotta get a stop. It wouldn't. I think I would have went for it. So, yeah.
It was definitely one of those things where I think the NFL has to go back and really deem what they think that definition is and really utilize it. But I have the video of the catch because I was really watching it in replay over and over again. Don't mind the guy who's putting this. He said the NFL is mocking you. I don't know what the description of that is. Just disregard that. But people are just going to be upset about it. But
yeah, everyone's going to be irritated.
They're going to show a better clip. Don't worry. Next one.
He doesn't have possession there.
He doesn't. The ball's moving.
The ball's out.
Even a little bit before he hits, the ball moves. And the ball's out.
Oh my God, I need to watch it. Can you send it to me? Or you
I
sent it to me, right?
I sent it to you. Yeah.
I gotta watch this again because what's gonna bother me is
the thing that's weird. I just don't see that out. no one was reviewing whether that was a catch or not. They were just more reviewing on whether it was a first down or not.
Where are you on my Instagram? What the heck? Oh, there you are. You sent me the Pope thing.
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah. All right. Let me see this. Let me turn this down. So
Why you do that? I want to put in Marcus's comment. He said, "I got to keep one timeout in the bag for the possibility of what happened to the end of the game happens. If a player cannot get out of bounds, you still have that timeout."
I gotta find this on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it, but like, I feel like it's a hard decision to call because you called the timeout and you were hoping that your defense wasn't going to allow 14 yards of JSN under the 2-minute warning, so it's tough. But
Hold
I
on.
see what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead. Jay said, What is a catch in baseball? What is a catch in football? What is the legit definition of a catch? You got to go off of the definition, not what you think is a catch or not. Yeah, that's why it makes it even confusing, because if you go off the definition, then that's technically not a catch.
No, because off the definition, it is a catch. Because if I think about it this way. Well, let me look up the definition of what a catch is, because technically, in my opinion, if I throw you the football, the moment you touch it and it's in your hands, catch.
No, because the criteria is he has to survive the ground too. That's in the rule book.
But Jay's saying, what's the definition of a catch, not the definition of an NFL catch.
A simple
Yeah.
definition.
I mean, that's how I understood. That's how I understood it.
I mean, if that's what you're saying, then just get 2 feet and catch the ball. But if the factor the NFL actually has a rule book out on it, and it's saying what their definition of a catch is, it doesn't coincide with what actually happened. And then Jay said, "Is Ansu Fati good?" Question mark.
He used to be.
Jay, that's so random. Yeah, he's trying to work up his ranks. He's still young, but not the hype he used to get.
I need to slow this down. I can't slow it down. Bro,
it's a tough decision to make, realistically.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But at the end of the day,
Seahawks got it.
What it is. Seahawks win, and honestly, this is why I'm saying this is the same thing with the. It's not as bad. It's nowhere near as bad, but it's the same situation with the Bills. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about this. If Xavier Smith doesn't drop that football, we don't have this conversation.
Yeah, sure.
So it is what it is.
Yep. Jay said he found an autograph in my shop. That's why I asked.
Whoa, can I get that? Let me get that, Jay. Ansu Fati. Wait, is it a Barcelona one?
Oh yeah, which team is it?
Or is it a Monaco one? It's gotta be a Barca one.
I would assume.
Unless it's like where did he go before? No, it was Barca and then Monaco, right? Or did he go somewhere else?
Yeah, he's on
Monaco.
Brighton.
He went Brighton.
We know Monaco. We know Monaco a little bit too much.
Oh my God, here we go. He doesn't start for us either. See, buns. Gosh.
Jay
he went Brighton. That's where he went.
Yeah, he did go to Brighton. So by definition, it's a catch and fumble. And that's another conversation. So it's skybox, non-licensed.
No. Jay, I don't know all those terminology. I just want to know if the card is he wearing a Barcelona jersey? That's all I care about, bro. Say, I don't know what that means. I'm not a card head like you, bro.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. It's definitely something the NFL's got to look into in terms of being able to describe it, because it's definitely questionable.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, because we had a lot of instances this playoffs with just whether it was a catch and what is a catch, that would game decision things. Said he was wearing a Photoshop jersey, no team.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh dang. I still love Fati, man. Oh man, that breaks my heart watching him be the way he is because of the injuries.
Yeah, injuries
breaks my heart, man. Ansu Fati, he was the chosen one, bro.
Yeah.
True.
What were you gonna say before that?
I was just say, do you want to hold Prem till Wednesday?
Yeah, I was gonna hold till Wednesday because I gotta go. Gotta go to bed.
But yeah, man. Oh, there we go.
Jay said red and yellow number 17.
Oh.
Hey,
right.
Fati.
Jay, can you send me a picture of it on Instagram? Oh, I'm gonna cry, man. Ansu Fati, man, the chosen one, man.
Fati.
the print the oh man. That you was supposed to be it. Fati. Oh, I never forget playing on FIFA. I'm like Fati. Yo, Ansu, man.
Bro, I'm waiting for the day that we reunite for that Monaco Champions League.
Yo, man, it's sitting here, it's waiting.
We got to make it past. Round of 16 done. We got to go to quarterfinals now.
Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna sell this time.
And we got to figure out a way to get it videotaped. So, if we had a whole day, if we just videotaped ourselves in the Champions League,
dude, we just need an editor. That's all we need.
Yeah, that's the only issue.
I can't pay for an editor right now. I can't do it.
No editor yet. So yeah, I can do that tomorrow when I'm in the shop. All right.
I appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate you.
But guys, we're almost hitting that 2-hour mark. We just want to say thank you to every single one of you guys that's tuned into today's episode. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all as always. Thank you for listening to us. And yeah, guys, we'll be back on Wednesday. I know this week we got 2 episodes. We're going back to our regular program.
Yes, sir.
So we'll be back. School starting, so we got to get into that mind. Yeah, that mindset sucks, dude.
It might be a little quick episodes. It might be a little quick.
Yeah.
Just bear with us.
Depends.
We'll find our form.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go to school, bro. I don't want to go to school. This sucks.
Trust, David. This is the year D&E Takeover pops off. Trust,
bro. I just want to make money. I like realistically.
He said, I just want to make money.
Like I just want a salary. I just want a salary. Like I want to be able to
just live comfy.
Yeah, like I can be like, yeah, I'll buy that. Like we're chilling. Like we're good. Like D&E Takeover wants that. Yeah, we want to buy ad promotions. Yeah, we're buying it.
We'll do it. No worries.
I just tell you that. Marcus he said real ones no.
About what?
Yeah, about what?
Monaco.
Oh, Monaco.
Oh my goodness.
Jay said go to school. Okay, Jay, I will. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'll go to school. Even if the podcast is big, I'll still go to school. So we can still do both.
Yes, bro. See, we're gonna make you're gonna be making money outside of the school, and then you're gonna go to school, and then after school you make more money. It's all gonna work. It's all gonna work.
Yeah. So you got a career opportunity, and I'm digging through cards trying to keep a shop open. Listen, those cards are more valuable than a salary at these days. If you sell them, depends on what they are.
Jay, don't worry, bro. Don't worry, bro.
I just want to say thank you guys.
These are gonna come up, and we're gonna have mad cards to sell, bro. I have to watch. We're gonna create a card situation. It's gonna be great.
He said, "Nah, I mean about school and all." He said, "Real ones, no."
Oh, okay.
I appreciate that, guys. But without further ado, it's been your boy David.
It's been your boy Eric,
and we are out. We appreciate y'all. We'll check out Wednesday's episode because we got surprise. Hopefully, by Wednesday's episode, we got a new surprise. So check in. It's gonna be a big episode. I'm excited for it. And yeah, Super Bowl's booked in. We got NFL predictions done until next week where we get into the Super Bowl. We got Prem predictions next week on Wednesday, and also NBA talk because we haven't talked about the NBA, so it's time.
Yes, sir.
Without further ado, it's been your boy David.
It's been your boy Eric.
And we were out. We appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are the best. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, we'll see you guys back on Wednesday. Peace.